I've been reading The Little Schemer recently. It's a book that teaches you about recursion and scheme. And I got really inspired to make a small scheme interpreter. And I've actually included it in Yawn, which is a project I built recently that allows us to write nodes. So here's how it works. If I put a number and I press Control R, it's going to execute the number against the scheme interpreter and show us the result in the pane called plus run. So I'm going to move it on the side. So since we're in scheme, we can write lists. So how about we say hello world and then press Control R. Now we can see hello world right here. Now what we could do is we can, let's say, take this quote and then create a variable called HW. Now I'm gonna Control Alt click on it to open a new tab. Then from there, I'm going to put the quote hello world. Every tab has a name, and the name is basically a define. And the content of the pen is going to be what is the name attached to. So if I run this again, we're still going to see hello world. If I change this to add exclamation mark like that, it's going to change too. Now let's see how we could create a function to, for example, say we're looking for the length of hello world. What I could do is I could just, again, Control Alt click on length to open the tab, and I can just define my function in there. So here it's going to be a lambda that takes a list of atom, and then we're going to check a condition, and the first condition is this list of atom null? If it is, we'll return 0, and then otherwise we're going to call length again, but with the rest of the list, so CDR of lat. If I did any mistake in the syntax, for example, if I added an additional parenthesis, we would get an indication right there. But it's not the case here, so all good. Now I could press Control R and we could see that the result is 0, and that's because I forgot to use add 1 of all of that. All right, here we go. And again, I forgot to add a parenthesis right there. Okay. Another mistake, and this one is because I have too much parenthesis. That's the issue you sometimes get with scheme. Anyway, so that's just a small example of how it works. There's still a lot to do, but it's pretty fun to work on this.